Ma'am, I'll try again, ma'am, next. I don't know, I didn't write about the constructor and I just write the code.
So show
Question.
me the example which I have shown during the last class.
Example?
I have shown one example, right?
Yeah.
During the class. Can you show that example?
I wrote on the book.
You wrote on the book. Okay.
One more question.
String A equals to console.read line. That is not correct way of assigning. Please check on it, okay? You are seeing the output, but that is not correct way of assigning.
Yeah,
Okay.
using constructor, we tried to do it, but we are not able to get the required output.
What happened? Someone is talking. Who is
Yeah.
that?
We tried to
Your
use
name?
a constructor and
You have seen the example which I gave last time during the class.
yeah, we saw it. Yeah, we tried to do.
Did you run first that one before trying your homework program?
Yeah, I tried it in my own way.
Can you share your screen and show?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Madhu, who is that just responded?
Akil.
Akhil, okay. Okay, I'll make you with the permission. Wait. Okay, Madhu, did you understand what I told Madhu now to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please try after today's class. Okay.
Okay.
Akhil, share the screen. Wait, Akhil.
Yeah, so I tried it my own way, but I don't think it is the same as you said.
So you had the constructor, you have the class name.
Yeah.
So you gave the method name and age.
Yeah.
And where did you reuse that method? Why the... No. That is not the correct way to write public person inside that name equals to... show me the example which I shown you. I just gave the replication
Yeah.
of that.
I had the
People-
screenshot of it, but unfortunately, I'm recording the session, so I was not able to go back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I have given a example, during the class. It's not just to write, please do it on your Visual Studio after the class, because all the time for you to try that and to try the notes, writing on your notepad or writing on your notes and trying the program, all this not possible in just 1 hour 20 minutes class, where last 10 minutes is for questions, right? So I want you people to try the program whatever I have shown in the class. See, it's just an example that I have given, with already given S name, S ID and everything. I just told you to do some some student name I told, and just ask her to assign some value and show the input. Madhu has done almost everything, right? He just not taken the constructor. He just
Yeah.
gave the
I
output.
finished the 3 programs, but I forgot to use constructor.
Someone is talking.
Yeah, I also finished the 3 programs, but I just missed using the constructor. That's
Okay. So we have spoken about the constructor, right? So it should be used with the constructor only, the example, okay? Well, please try to do today. And also we have shown in the last example, student has SID, S name, S location, and the constructor is having passing the parameters with STID, ST name, ST location, and we are assigning these parameterized argument, like whatever the variables are there inside the parameter, it is called argument, right? That argument are been assigned to the SID, S name, S local. What is the SID, S name, S local there? Those are local variables. And whatever we are giving inside the parameters, inside the constructor, those are instances variable, because constructor is called after the object creations, right? Did anyone at least understand these variables are called local variables, these variable are called instances variable? Anyone got an idea, at least understood in that terminology of variables, types of variables we have discussed? So whenever we give the variables inside the constructor, those are instances variable, because constructor is called after the object creation, right? So whenever the variables are given, like inside the class, outside the method, which we discussed in the writing the definition notes, right? Though those are nothing but local variables, which are not inside the constructor, which are not inside any particular static method or anything, and are just declared immediately after the class name. Those are local variables. If anyone still confused with the terminology, I am repeating this. Okay, everyone got my point?
yes.
Okay. So I'm assigning this instances variable to the local variable, and I have printed it in the main method and shown the output. The last example was that. So did anyone got it out? Like when we are going to use local variables separately and instances variables separately? It's just an example of allocating the same memory of the instances memory to the local variable. So what if we want to use the instead of allocating the memory of this instances variable to the same values of the local variable, we want to use particularly the instances variable, and want to do some logical logical functionality by using the instances variable separately, and by using the local variable assigned in the program separately. So when we want to use this, what we should differentiate? We SID, STID. Both have same data types. So it is taking under one variable. So the allocation is done like that. So how to differentiate that? How to tell SID when SID is called, it's a local variable. Differentiate that one. When STID it is called, it is an instance variable. Differentiate this. How to come across this one? We have come up with the keywords. Okay. And everyone can listen me and following me, right?
Yeah. And I
So
think
we have this keyword. Yeah.
you said that you'll try to explain us with the small examples on visuals.
Yeah. First, if I tell the
Yeah.
keyword where to use and how to use the definition, then I can show the example. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
I'm just telling on the basis of yesterday example only I'm explaining orally, right? Because I
Yeah.
hope everyone have the example. No one neglecting after giving the asking for example, and I search for simple example and giving. You
We
people are
have
not
it.
neglecting it, right?
Yeah, we have.
So whatever I have spoken is related to the previous example only. You are following it, right? What I was telling, anyone can say
Yeah, we were discussing about local variable and instance variables.
how to differentiate the usage now.
Yeah.
We allocated the instances variable allocation to local variable and we printed the output in the main method.
Yeah.
Okay, it was also taking the allocation same because the data types are same. So it was also thinking whenever a instances variable is called, the same local variable usage only it is using. So in order to differentiate this local and instances variable, what we have to come up and how we have to differentiate, we have this keyword that has been introduced which represents current class instances. Means if you use this key, this dot instance member, instance means who is the instance member here in your previous example, can anyone say?
The student,
Which variable is instance variable?
mm, student ID and name.
Okay, that only we have student ID and name. There are three variables inside the class, three variables inside the constructor. Which variables are called instances variable? I'm asking. Why getting confused here?
Yeah. We are not getting confused, but just
Uh,
it's new concept, right? That's
okay, variable differentiation you have to different types are there. Little understand. I'm telling
yeah.
three variables inside the class, three variables inside the constructor. Now inside the constructor variable are called instances members or inside the class, I'm asking.
Inside the
Simple. Inside the,
variable. Yeah, inside the constructor, the variables are called instance.
yeah, because constructor is called after object creation, right?
Yes.
Okay. We have given definition look silly, but it is important to remember. Now you people get why I give sentences. I have given the types of types of variables and I have written the definition. If anyone can open their books that I have written those things, can see there what I have told about the local variable. So immediately you can answer by seeing that also. If you don't have written the program also, by definition only, if you have written in your notes, you people can understand. That's right. Today I'll ask questions. No one should escape. Today 2 hours class. Everyone hope remembered it. Everyone can see the notepad.
Yes.
The last class, I was not feeling well. So before that one, I have forwarded the notes. I have forwarded the interview questions, part 1 and part 2. Everyone are having those things, right? Saved the documents. Say yes or no, Ray.
Yeah, we do have those questions.
Notes also saved.
Yes.
Okay. Please write it this. Now we will see how this keyword is used, and using this keyword, how we are differentiating. Okay. For last program, I will give you some theoretical way, so that even if you forget one day why this example has been given before, and why again the correction has made to this keyword, you people should understand. Give me a minute. Write this observation in your note for the last program which I have given. Written everyone observation.
No, just a second.
Okay. So we'll say the same like student name, or internally I'm giving one example, and I will show in Visual Studio also. Here normally I'm showing in Notepad because you write the notes here, and you cannot go to Visual Studio and see what example it suits, right? So just for your understanding, if you can write here, it will be great down the way. So here already the class employee is there. I'm just writing like how the constructor inside this keyword has been used. So how the notation will be there, I'm just telling you. So if you write this program and want to execute, in the top, the class name should be employee because this is the constructor. Constructor and class name are same. Employee, and there will be the variables, local variables. Open the class and a variable calls the same ulong variable, like instead of e number, it might have emp number. String e name, it will have emp name. Double e salary, it have emp salary. Like that, local variables are there, and a constructor employee have these variables. This data type and the local variables, the class variable data types are same. So when it is called, it should differentiate. First, when the main method is called, the local variables will come. So to differentiate that, then local variables will be called, and this instances variable will relocate the same allocation. In order to differentiate when the local variables are called, when this called, we have method like this, the variables like this. So let us see in Visual Studio an example for this. Okay. In the meantime, write down. We can have class inside a class. First class is called superclass. Second, another class notation is called base class. So at that time, how we'll differentiate, differentiate like which class variable we are called. Now we talked instances members and local variables. Now I am talking when we have two classes. Okay, two classes, and we are calling the superclass, means the parent class within the subclass. So how we'll call? We'll call with base keyword. I'll show the example for this and base keyword after writing this one. Okay, wait a second. Everyone written? Everyone written?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone write down like open the Visual Studio. And try implementing an example with this keyword. And I will shortly show this example which is out there prepared for you. Just write S number, S name, S location as local variables. And the same S number, S name, S location are like instances variable. And use this keyword to differentiate. Writing.
Yeah, we are trying to write.
Mhm. Everyone writing from the Visual Studio, whatever has been seen. So we also have the private constructor. So the constructor which goes with the private keyword is called private constructor. If a class having a private constructor, we cannot create an object for that particular constructor. So inside the main method, at that time, the object will not be created. Whenever we want to restrict to create an object for a class, within that class, we have to define a private constructor.
Yes. You want us to write the same program in the Visual Studio? Or?
Write it down so that you have parallelly, if you want to check for an example, you can just see this one, right? Like how this keyword is used.
Yeah.
And how that these keyword variables are called from the main method.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now has been created for the instances. And
Yeah.
then you called and then we printed it.
Yeah.
Instead of allocating the local variables, memory allocation to the instances variable.
Yeah. So above the ulong, above the 7th line, do you have to still declare one more class or
Above the
7th line? Can you scroll up? Yeah. Okay.
if a constructor had private keyword in front of that, that should not have an object creation like this. It's to restrict the creation of an object. We define the constructor as a private constructor. Write the Visual Studio lines of code or execute whatever way you want to do now, and we'll go with the next. Base keyword I have shown you here. Okay, when we have the multiple classes and we want to call, you can see, you'll also see that further more on it in an example way. We'll go next with static method. Whenever a method is not accessing any instances variable, we'll go for static method, right? An example for that even. What keyword a static method will have? Listening?
Yeah, we use the same this, I guess.
No, keyword of static method.
Static method, static keyword.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want an example for static constructor and static method, whatever? Or you want to try for yourself?
That's fine. If you are the time permits, you can write or
Okay. I want you people to try completed the example which I have shown.
yeah, almost the last important lines.
Written.
Could you please play it back once more?
Okay. I'll be back in a minute, okay? Just
Yeah.
complete this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get on. Completed?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mhm. So we'll go something which are based on basic understanding that we have to know about predefined classes. So there are some predefined static methods in .NET which are related to the class call. Upon that one, this will be called. So those are listed here in the notepad. Write line, write, read line. So the methods which are not related to the call of an object or not waiting for the object creation, and that are been predefined by the C#. So those are the static methods, predefined static methods in .NET. Why main method is static method should be your doubt. So in .NET console application, execution starts by main method. So whenever we run the program, CLR has to invoke main method. If it is instance method, every time object has to be created. But here main method is just the program invocation block due to the reason that we defined it as a static method. Why the main method is with the static keyword? If someone is asked like why do you think if is the main method is static, then what you say is like main method is called during the run of the program. CLR has to invoke that class call with the main method. You cannot create an instances for it every time. Object creation cannot be done for the main method every time. Or main method, if it is like a instances method, every time object should be created whenever the class has to be called, right? So that's the reason it is a static method. Got my point?
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Why a main method is a static keyword?
Yes.
That's what I was telling. Like these are the few things that like while writing the program, you're blindly writing the main method with static keyword. Why? And these kind of questions you have to even it doesn't matter whether it is a small program or larger program that you are writing. Whatever I am telling now examples, that will not be the exact examples. That are all silly examples when it comes to the real-time project. But every time whenever you're writing, if you can understand why this is notated like this, why this is like this, if you can understand, even in the bigger program, when you start debugging or finding any errors and writing that, doing the code, you will understand restrictions, what to use, where to use what, right? That's why we are like explaining with an example here. So now we'll move to the topic access modifier or access specifiers. So access modifier are of 5 types in C#.NET. Access modifiers and or access specifiers are the one and only same, with the keyword with allowing the accessibility or with telling the access levels for the class members and class. Means using the access modifier, public, private, protected, internal, protected, internal. These are the 5 one. So using this, we are telling till what level a class member should be allowed to access. Entirely the program it can access, or we are restricting to a particular class, or we are telling inside the project, inside the solution, we have sub projects, right? Test project, we have web project, all these sub projects are there. So can we access the, for example, see the class student is in project in one of our solution, and can we go and access the same student in any other solutions? So these kind of level of access level, till what level this accessibility has been restricted, has mainly focused on access modifiers and how that has to be used. So we have 5 access modifiers here. First one is public, second is private, third is protected, fourth is internal, fifth is protected internal. I'll share the.
So in the real-time project, are we accessible to use all of them, or we are restricted to use some of them?
It's upon the code we restrict. We write, now I told the private, giving the private constructor what I told a restriction,
Yeah.
like that.
No, yeah. All of them are, I mean,
What
justified.
happened?
All of them are justified, or do they have any untouchable limitations?
Yeah, they have limitations.
Okay.
All are not accessible for every class.
Yeah.
That's what the main thing that I told. Like
Yeah.
if you say in the project, write a method for this logic, they'll tell for you. So you have to know whether that method, the method is a reusable method, then it should be public or internal, or when you have to give private, like that, right?
Yes.
So that's the reason I was telling. Whenever someone was asking, and I've been postponing that till access modifier topic comes, don't ask. Until then, just I'm using public, where everywhere you can use public, and like once it is called public, it is accessible to everyone. So I was just telling on that, because I want to come to this topic and want to explain it slowly. Okay, so everyone can see the notepad.
Yeah.
So .NET application is a collection of projects, right? And projects are collection of class files. So where class file is nothing but class. Okay, just saying for theoretical understanding, adding it as file. Don't confuse what is class file, what is class. Both are one only. So this class is a collection of variables and methods. So the public keyword, if we declare a class or class member access modifier as public, which can be accessed by all projects within that application. Just now I was telling you. So inside the application, we'll have test project, we have web project, the data connection project, and then 2 other projects which are interrelated, that are been like just written in the separate console, but they are all together, this project are in within one application, right? So then you want to reuse that in another project. For suppose you are writing in project A. In project A, you are writing student, okay? Student, and in project B, you want to use the same student. See, some university, for example, university A has some variables like student, and they have some graduation dates and all those. the same data you want to use use in another project, same application but another project. So you can just call the like you have given it as public class. You can call from one project to another project.
Yeah, we got it.
So there is no restriction to access public members within the application.
Yeah,
Within the application, again specifying.
yeah,
Application has multiple projects.
yeah.
For example, how can say, I'm trying to think on it. See, this one, Bank of America is an application. So inside the Bank of America application, everyone have Bank of America app, right? In the phones, accessible, right? Bank of America application is there. Bank of America is also application has been used from India for transaction purpose and everything, not only just United States. So this one from India using and that one from USA maintenance for transaction, both are projects, both are within under one umbrella, that is Bank of America application. The inside the requirement will be different. There you have to, who are using the Bank of America application in United States, they will give USA number. Here they will give India number for verification. Okay, so as per the customer requirements, little bit changes are there, but totally it will all come under one umbrella. The functionality or the maintenance will be same by Bank of America only. So these two different projects, but under one application, under one umbrella, one company. So if some data has to be like even before going to United States, you had Bank of America account here in India, and the same amount you want to transfer to your account that you have activated with your updated address, all those things, whatever the formalities to start your bank details in United States, you want to transfer the amount. So the data of your full name and surname will not be changed, right? So that is called as public. That will be, if that is the public only, it is not needed to create. See, we are using the name and surname here in India, the same as the application that we are using in United States. So here we are indicating these names as public. That's why we are getting replicated the same when you are using in United States also. So whatever that cannot be changed, that are not meant to be changed, your surname will not be changed, your name will not be changed, right? Are said to be public, and that can be used over the projects inside the application. So this is the access level I'm telling. Anyone getting what I'm telling?
Yeah, yeah. So by using public, we can access.
Understandable?
Yeah, understandable.
Say yes or no, ma.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Who is this?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we got the point. So we can access public everywhere across different classes and different applications in a project.
Not different application, within one application.
Yeah, within one application. and
Different projects.
different projects, different domains.
How can I say? For example, take FedEx. FedEx is one company. Inside FedEx, we have fast courier express and normal regular couriers, right? So for fast courier, you have different project, like different, some features are different. The pricing level or the billing, some requirement that user can see are different. And also for regular, the different. There are some different. So these are now the Express is one project, and going to this one is another project. Inside the, I'm telling, writing the project is a different, but all come under what? One application called FedEx only, na? So within the application, you should remember that one mainly.
Yeah, we got.
If you want, just write down orally what I told. Like if you think like you want to, while you are reading your books, you want to just know what I'm using and when I'm using. Next, private. You want to write, please write it on what I told just orally. What is two different projects in under one application? Just orally you can write yourself. So now private keyword. If we declare a class or class member as access modifier as private, which can access by only current class members. You cannot create like write an object restriction also there. Private cannot create. Whenever we want to restrict the members, you want to use within one class only, but you don't want to go for a object creation, then we use the private keyword.
Yeah, we got.
I'll show one example that is important to write. Everyone written whatever there in the notepad?
Yeah, we are done.
So what is the third one? Third keyword? Public, private, over. What is the third one? I'm telling.
Internal.
Yeah. Internal. Protected.
Yeah, sorry. Protect.
Everyone see my notepad, the program?
Yeah, yeah.
I just I don't know why I got cold in some 1 second. So I just want to explain, when we have two class and we want to invoke like we have super class which is called base class. Super class is called base class, and that is like base keyword we use. This are using child class, whatever we have like subclass. Child class is called as subclass. Using this keyword we use. Okay, now class BC is there, right? Everyone can see.
Yeah, yeah. We are able to see.
Class BC, and inside there is a method, protected void BC method. Console.writeLine BC method is calling.
Yeah.
Class DC is there, colon BC. Now DC is a subclass, which is a child class.
Yeah.
And now colon BC is there, colon superclass, which is parent class,
Yeah.
is been assigned.
Yeah.
That means whatever the properties, whatever the members are there, it is invoking, means it is inheriting, or it is getting the benefits whatever there in the BC. Okay.
Yeah.
So now internal void DC method is there. Console write line DC method is calling, invoking the BC method without any object. Without using any object, we are invoking
Yeah.
BC method, because we already have that colon notation, na? So that is the for you a green signal to use. Okay, this one is there, right? Colon BC.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
giving all its things
Yeah.
to use by the subclass, child class.
Yeah.
So that way, 1 second, I missed something. BC method.
So we are using protected access modifier in the above basic class, right?
Yeah, will tell. Okay.
Yeah.
Just in the pause I gave, because you have to know we discussed the class, but we did not discuss with a simple example like super class and subclass or child class, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm telling here.
Okay. Okay.
Because even protected will also come to know next one. It is something that if you can see this simple example and understand, then that is easier to understand. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, please see. This is what is DC. It is a subclass, child class. So invoking BC methods means BC method without any object. We can do like this. BC method call. Directly we can call the method which is present in the super class, parent class, from the child class itself, without creating an object. Because this notation has been there, right? we are asking, like the child is asking, I'm under your umbrella only, so I can use this method which are there in this one. So now already you have access and you have called from your child class the BC method, the single method, whatever you have, you called this one. So you have this entire one now here, means you can accessible this entire method here also in the base in the child class. Okay, with with the notation of this, you are accessible for this entire method now
Yeah, yeah.
inside this child one. So when you have this static void main method starting the program calling, you can create an object for only the child class, right? As the child class has its own method and the parent methods even, you can just create an object for the child class. It's enough.
Yeah.
Now when the object dot the method name, this one is called, it will also print this one BC method is calling. After DC method is calling, it will print BC method is calling.
Yeah.
The output will be like I want you people to write it down, that's why I'm not right. Output will be like DC method is calling, enter in the next, right, as line is there, right line is there, in the next line output will come BC method is calling. Understand?
Yeah, we
The
got it.
protected keyword, if we declare a class or class member as access modifier as protector, which can access by only current class members and only derived class members within the project. So protected is only used depending on inheritance concept. Till now, I haven't used any protected keyword anywhere till until this class. Did you see that one? Differences? Why I do not use?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It will throw an error because I haven't used any inheritance concept or any super class and base subclasses, right?
Yeah, so to protect to use the protected class, I mean protected access modifier
Inheritance,
should
yeah.
be there. Yeah, inheritance should be there.
So these kind of usage whenever you have in the program, then you should compulsory have what keyword?
Protected access modifier.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a quick doubt, ma'am. So do we have?
One second. The class that inherits like DC, first we call BC and next we call DC, right? So the down one is called subclass, which is also called as derived class. The upper one will be called as super and base. I want to write because so many people will upper class. Super. Yeah, please tell me now. Please tell me. Sorry to interrupt. Please tell me.
Yeah. So in order to use the protected access modifier, do we really need to have inheritance all the time, or just
Yeah, it is important.
yeah?
Only
So
it is used at that time only.
if you don't have inheritance being used, can't we use protected?
In any other project, it means in your total solution, somewhere there should be an inheritance concept going on, then only this will work, or else it will show the warnings.
Yeah, I mean to say if BC and DC are not the child and parent, then there won't be protected class being used. I mean protected access
Oh,
modifier.
no,
Okay. There has to be some relationship between the classes to use the
yeah,
protect. Okay. Thank you.
Not within that console also, in another console they are calling. See,
Yeah, yeah.
for suppose in DC here and BC is another console application. You are calling from there, this one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that it is interlinked. If that is there only, then warnings and errors will not come. Then only it is said to be protected in our program.
Yeah, yeah.
Write it this way, okay? Please don't forget. Parent. Everyone written?
Yeah, ma'am, we are done.
Okay. Just give me the information whenever you are written, and I be thinking that.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you were doing some program in the
No, no.
yeah, okay.
If I'm doing some programming, I'll just take a minute
Yeah,
or 2 minutes. I'll tell. Okay.
okay.
Next time onwards, tell me. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Once. My phone is almost here. Okay. Next, what is the fourth one?
Internal.
Everyone are there in class only, no?
Yes.
Thinking that today 1.5 hour class and no one has escaped, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. So if we declare a class or class member as access modifier as internal, which can access by all the classes of the current project. Okay. So if it is called an internal keyword, anything, then only it is used by all the classes in the current project. What is now only I told 2 projects inside one application. I told right before starting all this differentiation. So can anyone tell? I gave 2 examples. Can anyone say what is different projects under one application? At least one person. And I told orally write the example in your notes also, so that if suddenly you don't get confused also, I told.
Protected.
What protect? I'm asking, tell an example. What is two projects inside one application?
Yeah, it's a Bank of America example that you have told.
Method outlet.
Yeah, good. Who is that?
Akhil.
Good, Akhil.
Yeah.
What made you to tell protected? Some
So
other.
it as you told, if you use the same application in India and in the United States, we have some same domains like the account number and different sections.
Yeah, requirement will be different, right?
Yeah.
Address will be different.
Yeah.
And phone number +1 here, +1 United States, +91 in India.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these will be different. So different projects has to be used
Yeah.
for the functionality also.
Yeah.
But all under one application, one company, Bank of America.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you call some internal class or class members as internal inside this India, tell like phone number has been used with the keyword internal.
Yeah.
So that is only within whatever the code we write. Public internal phone number. The method is open. The logic inside is written. Okay. The JavaScript logic has been written. How the functionality has to be there, like entering the 10 digits after
Yeah.
+9. The functionality has been written. So
Yeah.
the functionality has been written. This functionality, the same phone number method will be there in US Bank of America also. Okay.
Yeah.
But you are not allowed to use that same functionality. So
Yeah.
you are restricted because with internal access modifier, it is restricted.
Yeah. As you told, so public internal both can be used at a time.
Yes.
Okay. So what are all can be used at a time?
Sorry, what you said, public internal, I told.
Yeah.
No, so we cannot use that. Sorry.
Yeah. What's the combination that is being possible for us?
Static
Yeah.
keyword.
Okay. Start. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Means making it as a static member. Did you get? So now what is protected in the, did you get what I had told?
Yeah, ma'am, but a little confused.
You are making static keyword with internal. Internal is telling till where it should be used. Okay.
Yeah.
Internal is telling till where that access is specified. Static is telling that don't no more create the object for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, both doesn't come under access modifier, right? You out of this 5 access modifier, you have to use only one access modifier. You have
Entity.
to give only one access level, right?
Yeah. We have to
You
use only
cannot
one.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot say that phone number sit in a room and again go and give it as public, or it is wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So a limitation, a restriction has been given only one out of this 5.
Yeah.
One should be given according to the requirement.
Yeah. And I think before going to the final one, we missed the private access modifier.
We told, no?
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I got it.
Please write the notes for this. For small things, if you miss, also no problem. But please write the notes, okay? For this kind of bigger topics. Okay, ma?
Can you share the notepad once again?
Oh, I thought I'm sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just showing and I'm telling.
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry. Sorry. We have told now. No, here we have written now.
Yeah, got it.
Right. Like for these kind of things, like we should remember, right? If you don't remember where to use, when to use, how to use, then how you can write? Maybe everyone are perfect in writing the logics, mathematics logics, can
Yeah.
write everything. But you don't know inside the method you are writing the logic, what a client is telling. But
Yeah.
you don't know giving the access level for that method, or you don't know how this child class to be used, create an object. If you don't understand this language of declarations, then you don't know, right? Then it is no use of getting the logic how to use it, right?
Yeah, we'll work on them and we'll get to know
Yeah.
about.
So why I'm telling is maybe you are good at maths and writing the logics, but
Yeah.
if you remember all these small things only, you are able to complete the section of the program.
Yeah.
If someone will ask, a client will ask, hey man, go and create a method and write down a logic which allows the phone number to access till only 10 digits. Don't it should not the field should not take 11th number. They will say, you know the logic how to restrict, you know the JavaScript how to restrict, and you are ready to write, but you don't know why the method and how the method should be written, and after writing the method, how that method should be called from main method, creating an object and calling from an object dot method it will call, and you should not keep that method as private if it should be called. These all things you have to know, right? That's why taking time and writing on notepad, so that everyone can write it in notes and can read it and can remember few things which has to be remembered. It should be remembered.
Yeah. Before saying notepad, we were unable to catch it up.
Okay. Because all these are new, no one will get topics in one day.
Yeah.
I was telling, like, literally as an intermediate student, you have to mug it up and you have to remember.
Yes.
When you are learning the languages, these restrictions and this usage will be there now. You
Yeah.
cannot say why it is like that, why it is not like this.
Yeah.
I just gave you an example of logic, writing the logic inside method. There
Yeah.
you can have the question why the logic is. It depends on the person to person. Someone may write the logic in 2 lines. Someone may write it in 4 lines. But using internal and private or protected public, one-to-one, if they differentiate, the meaning will go, the access level will go, everything will be messed up.
Yeah.
That's
So
why important to remember. That's why I'm telling.
in other programming languages like Java also, we have the same access modifier.
No, they don't have internal.
Okay.
Only 3. Internal protected internals are not allowed. C#.
Yeah.
Protected internal members can be accessed within the project as well as derived class of the other project within the application. So this is an example that I told, Bank of America account having for say Akil has in India and USA also. Akil, you have Bank of America account or not? Simply I'm
No.
giving an example.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
don't know. US bank only.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, let it be example only. So if say some A person is having account in India and USA also, the name name of that person will be same, na? Surname and first name, last like last name, first name field will be same.
Yes.
So that is the example for that kind of requirement, for that kind of initialization. We use protected internal.
Yes.
For that kind of member initialization, we use protected internal members.
Yes.
You can write orally an example, whoever willing to write, like saying, if I read, it is like a just, A for apple, like that. I don't understand again. If you think, write down in your notes, in your understandable way, example, write it down, whatever I told now.
And are these access modifiers linked with OOPS concepts?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because we told, right,
Protected.
when we told about the protected,
Yeah.
when we told about the internal also.
Yeah.
When we told about internal, what we told, it is in all classes of the current project we told. All the classes means this class you have, and another solution, another console application. See, one project will have different console applications, right?
Yeah.
So with there you go and write another class. So it should be accessed. So yeah,
Yeah.
everything is linked to OOPS concepts only.
Yeah. Do we have any specific points to remember between these and them?
What I do not understand.
Between access modifier and OOPS concept, do we have any
No,
important?
no, this is only telling
Yeah.
members, how the members should be restricted, how
Yeah.
that can be used in your project.
Yeah. Yeah.
OOPS concepts is telling is different, right? The exact principles means it is the base of designing the complete C#.
Yeah.
Written, everyone, access modifier, everything, this one notepad,
Yeah, ma'am, done.
whatever seeing in
done.
notepad. Told
Yeah.
yes or wait a minute?
Yeah, done.
Done, okay.
To be silent now.
Hmm. So can I, it's almost the end of the class. The new topic, new class tomorrow. I want to ask questions. Hope everyone had got a day gap and seen the notepad. Seen the notepad or not? Sorry, Word,
Yes.
interview Word document.
Yes.
Okay. Sumant,
Yes.
you gone through the notes.
Yes, yes. Please go.
Tell about boxing and unboxing.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me about boxing and unboxing, Sumant.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah, tell me now.
So, boxing means converting a value type to an object type, and whereas unboxing means converting the object to a value type. It's vice versa.
Okay. It's better if you can use reference type, okay, instead of telling object particularly. Tell
Okay.
it's a reference type, okay, next time.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Next, who is next? Madhu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gone through the Word document, or just madam was not there, so escaped seeing the notes.
No, ma'am, I'm in the class. I didn't escape.
Okay. Okay, good. So can you tell what is class, what is object? Why class, why object in our object-oriented programming language C#? What is class, what is an object?
So, class is a state and logical behaviors. That means methods.
Mhm.
And the
What
variables.
is an okay? What is an
The
object?
object is like a memory for the variables and store the address of the method.
For only instances variables and instances method. Please remember this, okay? Next time you
Oh.
should not go wrong, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Instance.
It's the blueprint of the class for memory allocation of instances variable and to store the address of instance method. Okay, Madhu?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Today I am not giving an interview questions because whatever notes I gave in the access modifier, those are all small things only, na? So again, please go through the part 1 and part 2, okay? One
Okay.
day it is very useful going through everything. Shiva?
Yes, ma'am.
What is instance variable? What is static variable? Can you please tell Shiva?
Sure, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, please tell me, Shiva. I'm there. Please tell me.
Instance variable is a variable which is declared within the class and outside of a method without using a static keyword. And a static variable is it is like actually declared inside the class and outside the method, ma'am.
Okay, good, Shiva.
Thank you.
Can we use a static keyword for instances variable?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next time when you tell, you should tell that detail. Like people are, Americans are very much interested to listen more knowledge,
Sure.
expecting so much. Okay. The
Understood.
table has been given. The table has been given in
I went
interview
through it.
questions. No? Okay. Try to be like subjective once. Like they should feel that you know everything, right?
Sure, ma'am.
But whatever you told, practically you told that is good enough. Next, Akhil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Akhil. When the memory will be allocated for instances variable and when the memory will be allocated by static variable, Akhil?
At the time of class loading, in the static variable, we will allocate the memory. Whereas coming to the instance variable, while creating the object, we will allocate the memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who are left? Sai Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the purpose of a constructor, Sai Krishna?
To initialize the time of creating an object for the instance variable as well as at the time of loading the static variable.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, Surya.
Yes,
There,
ma'am.
Surya. Okay. So Surya, what is the default modifier for a class member?
Default
Class member
modifier for class.
default access modifier for a class member. If
Private.
you don't give, yeah. What is default access modifier for a class?
Class is internal and
Oh.
class members is private.
Okay. What is the superclass of all .NET classes?
Object class.
Okay, good. Everyone completed? Yeah, I think everyone has it. Okay, whatever I told today about the access modifiers, please go through. It's very important. If you are writing some logic, you have to know till when that should be accessible in the project, inside an application, till when the usage is allowed or anything that should be known for your knowledge, right? To write the logic, even if you are knowing, you have to know that one. So please go through the notes, today notes, and
Yeah.
also the interview questions once again, not to miss anything. And I'll try to give the interview question for the next topic also, because it's good, like you're reading, I'm happy. And also if you come across any small basic level of vendor calls also, you will get studied with that material, right? So I'll
Yeah.
try to give today also, not delaying anymore,
Okay, ma'am.
so that by the end of our C#, even the 250 questions, whatever have been there, that will be completed by me also, and you also get time to complete the study parallelly
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
concepts.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So everyone, tomorrow's the same 1.5 hour. Yesterday I took leave, so I took 2 hours today.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you.